To order. If you'll stand, our pledge will be led by Ms. Beatty.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Don't think we have any guests to be recognized tonight at this point. So we'll move on to the resolutions.
Okay. We have one resolution honoring our rewards goals tonight, and if you will, I will read this. A resolution honoring rewards goals by the Anderson County Board of Education. Whereas the state of Tennessee is committed to ensuring every student has success to a high-quality education that prepares students for the future success. And whereas the Tennessee Department of Education has established the Rewards Goal designation to recognize schools that demonstrate exceptional student performance and growth, as well as a commitment to fostering a positive and inclusive learning environment. And whereas reward schools are exemplary models of educational excellence, serving as a benchmark for academic achievement, social development, and community involvement. And whereas the faculty, staff, and administration at Grand Oaks Elementary School, y'all can stand when I say that, Andersonville Elementary School, Clinton High School, Norwood Middle School, and Norris Elementary School work tirelessly to provide engaging, rigorous, and supportive educational experiences for all students. And whereas these schools contribute significantly to the educational landscape of Tennessee by setting high standards, fostering innovation in the classroom, and encouraging student success at every level. And whereas the students in reward schools represent the future of Tennessee, and their achievement reflects the hard work, dedication, and preservation of their teachers, families, communities, and whereas the recognition of reward schools encourages a culture of excellence and inspires other schools and districts across the state to strive for continuously improvement and achievement. Now therefore be it resolved, the Anderson County Board commends Grand Oaks Elementary School, Andersonville Elementary School, Clinton High School, and Norwood Middle School, and Norris Elementary School for earning this distinction of Reward School in the state of Tennessee for their outstanding efforts in promoting academic excellence, student achievement, and community engagements. And be it further resolved that the Anderson County Board recognize the achievements of Grand Oaks Elementary School, Andersonville Elementary School, Clinton High School, Norwood Middle School, and Norris Elementary School faculty, staff, and administration whose hard work made this possible. Adopted wholeheartedly by the Anderson County Board of Education, meeting in regular session on the February 13th, 2025.
All right.
Good job.
And Dave, you can wait till you say a few words. You all will come on up and say a few words.
We like speeches.
Yes,
We like
yes.
speeches. Yeah, come on. And while they're coming, I'll entertain a motion to accept that resolution.
I'll make a motion, we accept the resolution honoring the rewards schools.
Second that motion.
Motion second. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Thank you. All right. Oh,
Who was second?
Joe did
Dawn.
it first.
Dawn, yeah.
Don, okay.
Well, you can't do two things at once, Alexis. Come on.
You can just introduce yourself and say a few words and just, come on, you can do it.
You can do it.
They do not
Just
like the
does.
limelight.
My name's Renee Branham, and I'm at Doris Elementary School.
I'm Jessica Knatzer at Grand Oaks. Few words.
Yes.
Few words.
Shauna Woodruff at Norwood Middle School.
Robbie Harold in high school. And Matt Kane, Andersonville Elementary School.
Good job.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
I've never known Shauna to be that short on words.
all. No,
Duh.
And you know, you think about it, reward schools mean you're in the top 5% in the state.
Yep.
And so they've done a tremendous job, and we're going to, hopefully, later on in my report, you all will approve their recognition with a little money.
All right. Great. Leadership matters.
That's it.
So, all right. No one registered to be heard tonight, so we'll move on to the approval of the agenda.
So move we approve.
Motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Not all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. That is done. The next item is the consent agenda. That has the minutes from the last meeting, the HR report, student services report, a list of field trips, the 141 code expenditure report, waiver for David Miller's new member orientation, policies for second reading, which is appeals to and appearances before the board, and then the sports schedules for Clinton Middle baseball and softball. So any of those items need to be removed for discussion? All right, without objection, those in favor of the consent agenda say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That is done. No executive approval, so comments from the chair. You may notice that there's an aura of higher learning up here. We've had 2 of our new board members have completed their new board member orientation, and that's Mr. Carden and Ms. Beatty. So they've been in Nashville for 14 hours and over 2 days. So congratulations for y'all enduring that, but that is a requirement. So yes. Maybe that fire hose you've been drinking out of, the pressure went down a little bit. So then we this was above and beyond was principals, and those were all celebrated within the schools. So we'll move on to perfect attendance. So Darren, if you'll start us over there.
From Anderson County Career and Tech, we have Eric Woodard.
Lake City Middle, Susan Owens.
Preschool, Kelsey Orvins.
From Norris Elementary, we have Nancy Robinson, and from Clinton High School, we have Krista Frost.
Lake City Middle is Chloe Duncan.
From Dutch Valley Elementary is Bobby Willis, and from Norris Elementary is Andrea Correa.
Korea.
Right.
Norwood Elementary has Cassie Earls.
Anderson High School, Travis Hill.
Right. Congratulations to those perfect attendance winners. Checks in the mail.
That's it.
All right. So we'll move on to comments from our student board members. Take it away.
So I spoke last month that SGA was going to pass out pom-poms and pizza at the girls' basketball game against AC at Clinton. And that was a pretty big success. We had a huge student section. DECA will be traveling to Chattanooga at the end of February to compete at the State Career Development Conference. Our cheer team just returned from Disney World after competing in the UCA Nationals cheer competition. Recently, both boys and girls basketball beat Anderson County, and boys took home a win against Powell this past Tuesday, and they'll wrap up the regular season tomorrow night at Carnes. Spring sports are all starting up. We have track and field, tennis, softball, and baseball all beginning practice. Student government will be hosting 8th grade tours on March 4th. Our Historic Downtown Youth Board is in the process of starting a podcast. The goal of this podcast is to interview members on our Clinton High School Wall of Fame. Clinton High School also hosted a successful Chamber of Commerce coffee, and this allowed the school's CTE clubs to present themselves to local businesses.
So unfortunately, we did lose in basketball, but it's pretty slow right now this time of year. We had a mini college fair on campus on Tuesday for students, and we just had another senior make a 30+ on their ACT, and that puts our total at 7 in the 30+ club. And the basketball season is coming to an end, and the district tournament starts next week at Union County. Our wrestling team advanced to state championships and finished 5th in state, and individual wrestling is going on now, and we should have multiple individuals compete for state championships. And AC swimmer Avery Coker placed in the top 16 at the state finals in 100 butterfly and 100 freestyle.
Great. Thank you all. Good job as usual. Follow that with director's report.
Okay, just a few things tonight. First of all, as you know, Claxton Elementary's been in the strategic plan for as long as I've been director, and probably before that, it's been a dream. And we are so close to signing the contract with Merritt Construction Company to build the new school. And, you know, one of the things that people may not understand is that we're going to build this school without asking county commission for a tax increase. And so we're going to be using that you all will approve. $20 million will be a bond issue that the way it works, we've only got to pay about $2.8 million in new money because there's a bond that falls off. As you know, part of that was one of your all's initiative about 9 years ago when we started the 177 fund across the street. And we said, hey, if you will give us this 5 cents, then we won't have to come back to county commission and ask for money to do things like preventive maintenance or all these other things, because that was what was happening. Every 5 or 6 years, we'd go across the street and ask for $10 million. They'd have to raise taxes to give us that money. Then it'd take 20 years to pay it back. So we fulfilled our commitment by doing that with a great maintenance crew, and so we're able to finish all of those projects, but also at the same time be able to build this great new school. So that, hats off to you all for being such a great people that budget our money, and hats off to the maintenance crew for all the work they do. Softball concession stand, they poured concrete today. Our final date of completion is March 6th. The multi-sport building at ACHS, which will be 180 by 180 feet, has been purchased. That was a commitment a couple of years ago by the board. It's sitting on site. They're working with the company right now to do soil testing so they know how big to build the foundations of it. So that'll be the next step. The new softball locker rooms at Anderson County High School are about 65% complete. As you know, this week the governor had his State of the State address. In that, he said that a lot of things, but vouchers was one of his big pushes. It's about $500 million that's going to go into vouchers, and but he's going to raise the base for public education about 3%. That's probably about half of what he's going to give to the voucher bill this year. So in doing that, in part of that bill was to do a $2,000 bonus for teachers. But that's just for a certain group of teachers, and we don't know what that group will be yet. We know it will be teachers that more than 50% of their day is in direct contact with students, but really and truly counselors and principals and academic coaches, and all those fall into it. So we're going to have to figure that one out. But there was no money in his budget for our classified employees, and I really pushed. I was on the phone with his PR person. I've talked to people at the legislators, talked to them again this week, and said, hey, listen, people need to understand we can't run this school system without our classified employees. Our custodians, our teachers' assistants, our nutrition, everything. We just can't do it. And you know, that's almost 400 and something employees. So as a board, we're going to have to figure out, we hope we figure out a way to do something else to offset that. So that there's a resolution that the board has to adopt to get the $2,000, and that's still in process of figuring out how to do that. Just to kind of where we're at, we've had all of our mid-year conferences with our principals, went over their academic attainment from last year, looked at their plan for this year, and see where they're needing to adjust. And I just want you to know, I'm so proud of our principals. They do such a fantastic job. They truly love what they're doing. They dig in and find out where these students need this extra help at, and they're there to do it. I am so proud of what they do. And our teachers and our staff, they work so hard to make sure every student is successful. And when you look at that, you know, sometimes we may fall short on a test, but when you look at our seniors and we have 95, 96, 97% graduation rate, and when last year I think it was close to $20 million worth of scholarships that our senior class got. I mean, they're doing something right. And I think you have to look at that big picture. And Norris Middle School, boys basketball team, they went pretty deep in the state tournament this year. They fell one game short of being able to go to Murfreesboro. And that is pretty neat when you work when there's so many middle schools and there's so many of them that have a whole lot more students in them. The high school, like you said, is in district tournament. I never back up when we have to call a school off because of safety of our students. Sometimes we get people that like it, some that don't like it, but we're always going to err on the caution of safety. And last night, it was a bad place in Anderson County with all the flooding roads and everything. So I kind of, Mr. Myers did a lot of that boots on the ground, and I appreciate what he did, but I think it was a good day to call it off. We're going to be off tomorrow. Sickness, we had over 700 students that were out before on Wednesday, and we had 26 classrooms that didn't have a teacher and didn't have a sub. So it was getting really bad, and I think this will give us some day. Our custodians, again, they did deep cleaning in all of our schools today, and bad news about that, we only have 1 day left. So let's get everybody back healthy and safe. So that's my report.
And no late snow.
And no late snow. No, we don't. We got 3 weeks till spring break.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to go over those incentives?
Yes,
too?
I will go right over the incentives. So one of the things that you all helped with last year, and we do outcome incentives. So if a school receives an A on the state report card, they will receive $2,000. If schools are designated as reward schools, they receive $2,000. And if a school moves up on the letter grade, or they get off the state list, and that's a state that's a ATSI, and so what that means, they were in the bottom 10% maybe in a student group like special ed or one of those. And so we had Norwood Middle School got off the list, and they're a reward school. So it shows you how fast you can turn a school around. And in Norwood Elementary School, they went up a letter grade. So there's a lot of great things happening on that end of the county. So I would ask that you would approve that $14,000. We do have it in your all's budget to do that.
So move we approve.
Second that.
There's a motion and a second to approve 14,000 incentives for schools. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Thank you. Moving on to things we did Monday night at the workshop. So one of those was the financial report.
Hold on. Hey, financial, I'm getting there. There it is. Financial report, we had 4 appropriations. We had 5 appropriations, 1A through 1E, and we went over all of those on Monday night.
Yep. All right. Is there a motion to approve appropriations 1A through 1E?
So move.
Second.
Motion second. Is there discussion? Not. That's a roll call vote.
Ms. Beatty,
Yes.
Mr. Bell,
Aye.
Mr. Carden,
Yes.
Mr. Killenwaters,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Ms. Portwood,
Yes.
and Ms. Williams.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right.
We had 2 transfers, and one was out of school nutrition and one was out of preschool, 2A and 2B. And for those, ask
I
for
make a
approval.
motion we approve transfers 2A and 2B.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Approve transfers 2A, 2B. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
no. All right, that was easy. Next item is the, to approve the funding for Claxton, the new Claxton School, and since that's your district, Ms. Williams, I'll let you make that motion.
I would gladly make a motion to approve the funding for Claxton School.
And to include $20 million worth of bonds
To include the $20 million bonds
and the sale of the school.
and the sale of the current Claxton Elementary School.
There you
All
go.
right,
Second that.
there's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Best thing, one of the best things we get to do. All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That is done. We also want to celebrate our teachers who are getting tenure.
Yep.
You want to read those out? And
I
or
can.
We can put them up. There are.
Gates Abbott, is a kindergarten teacher at Andersonville Elementary School. Ashley Cox is a third grade teacher at Norris Elementary School. Hannah Cunningham Bradshaw is an English teacher at Clinton High School. Kimberly Dalton is a math teacher at Norwood Middle School. Savannah Cummings Harmon is a CTE coach at Lake City Middle School. Chris Hines is a fourth grade teacher at Claxton Elementary School. Lori Johnson is a PE teacher and volleyball coach at Clinton High School. Stephanie Curley is a teacher, a social studies teacher at Lake City Middle School. Meredith Laster is a third grade teacher at Fairview Elementary School. Kendra McCorg, I don't want to get that wrong, is the ag teacher at CRCS. She does a fantastic job on the greenhouse cells. Hannah Pack Smith is a special ed teacher at Anderson County High School. Brittany Stacy is a curriculum specialist at Norwood Middle School. Megan Thomas Harmony is a special ed teacher at Clinton Middle School. And Jacob Vanderstoel is an interventionist at Claxton Elementary School. Amber Wall is an art teacher at Clinton High School. And Caitlin Watson LaFogarty is a K-5 teacher at Grand Oaks Elementary School. You notice how many of them's got married since they come to work for
I know,
us.
yeah. Some in the water.
Yep. I would ask that you
All
would
right.
approve their tenure.
We need a motion to approve that list.
So I move we approve the tenure.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Of course, there's no discussion. All in favor say aye.
I have a
Oh, wait.
This,
Oh.
this recommendation comes from the principals and the
Yes.
director of schools.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, it just needs board approval, so. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. All right. Then we got a few policies for first reading we need to go over. We did talk about these Monday night.
Do you want to do them as a group?
I don't know, do we need to, anybody had any major revelations since Monday night? Most of them are state recommendations
Yes.
and just putting in dates and things for
Updated
filling in the
some of
blanks.
Yep.
Changes.
Yeah, okay.
I make
yeah.
a motion that we approve policies on first reading. Alcohol and drugs in the workplace, 1.804, summer instructional programs, 4.204, promotion and retention, 4.603, testing programs, 4.700, drug and alcohol testing for employees, 5.403, and background investigations, 5.118. This is on first reading.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and second to approve those policies A through F on first reading. Any discussion?
I will make the comment that we do first readings, and it gives us a chance to change them before the next meeting for second reading, if the change is necessary.
All right. Any other discussion? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Done. Anything else to come before the board tonight? If not, we'll be adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
I did ask.
I got you a second.
Have a pair of-
You got tired of